Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I have a shop talk video, and honestly this shop talk video came from me making this teardown video that if it's not out yet, it will be out soon on a door lock actuator. And well, I didn't expect to get this upset over it because in the back of my mind I kind of knew, but kind of seeing it up front and seeing how these were made, because the first one I torn apart kind of got me, and I'm going to talk about that today. So before we begin, like always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, smash the like button, it helps the channel out. Let's go ahead and talk about my anger issues, I guess we can call it. So I started just doing a teardown video. We have a door latch that was off a 2017 RAV4 that I had saved just to make a quick teardown video and show everyone how cheaply they're made and how expensive they are. That was kind of the gist of the teardown. But in the back of my mind, I want to kind of preface this. I knew that these things were made out of plastic, but I've never actually gone in depth and looked at one to realize what they're actually doing. And after tearing this one apart and kind of looking at it closer, I think it's a bunch of BS. I have no idea. This kind of tops the cake, and I'm gonna share my opinions here, and I'm pretty sure the comment section is gonna have someone saying, Mike, it's a special plastic, it's rated for this and for that. And I get that, but a $400 part costing this much with what we have, it makes no sense. And I'm not really pissed off about the pricing. I'm pissed off about how they're choosing to make safety items. Now, a latch is a very highly important part. It needs to be engineered to the top spec, load forces and everything, because when you get into an accident, or let's say you're leaning on your door and you're turning, a lot of stuff can shift. It's a safety item. The first item that pissed me off and what really got my gears grinding is the latch assembly. Now, we took this off. Now, most of this is metal encased in the front, but the back is all plastic. A lot of these pulleys, even though the plastic is around it, they do have a metal little pinpoint where they move on. So that's a good thing. Not gonna argue that. Everything is solid. All the shafts that all of these little mechanical parts sit on, they're all metal points. Just the little back cover is plastic, probably for weight savings. Okay, I'll give it that. But what I really disliked, if we look in the center there, see that? This part that I flicked down, that's what locks your door into place. When you close your door, this comes down and it locks it. That's plastic. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how I feel about that. That's not a good feeling in my book. You're telling me this little part, and again, you guys can see it's wiggling in there, that's made of plastic. Why? Most of this is built pretty well, but then you make that out of plastic. And now a lot of you, even though this is built sturdy with the pins being metal and everything, you have to remember it gets bolted up to plastic. But also this front face does bolt up at the door, and it winds up being a part of the door frame, although I will say the doors nowadays are usually pretty thin metal for weight savings. So even though this has some more rigid structure behind it, it's not as rigid as you think it should be. Why? This to me is a big, I'm sure this is safe. I'm not saying this is not safe. I'm sure there's some special plastic that's made to probably lift up a whole car. If you are able to attach it somehow to do that to a crane, you could probably do that with this. I'm not saying it's not engineered to do what it's intended to do, but really, did we have to cheap out this far is more of the thing in my mind. Can you just make this solid metal? If not for anything, just for, peace of mind to the consumer that's going to see that, or, most people won't even pay attention. But some people that do, can you give us some peace of mind? This doesn't really scream all that great. And again, I kind of know that things are this way now. This is not a new shock to me, but seeing this up close and just seeing it, I'm why is everything here sturdy except for that? Just kind of pissed me off. And then the topper on it, and of course, now these door latch actuators always fail in one way. Usually you can't lock or unlock the door electronically. It's a result of this little motor here. Or sometimes what happens is the door will keep dinging like it's on because this little micro switch goes back. And if the teardown video is out and you've seen it, which I don't know if this teardown video is going to be out before or after this video, you will see that this is nothing but cheap plastic. I mean, here's a little visual of what we took out, the components in there. All the parts that came off of this are here on this table. We literally have the two halves, some supporting pieces that were in there, the latch and the motor. That's what we have. This here as an assembly, about $450, I believe it was. To get an OE part, the aftermarket ones are about $300. You can guess which one I went with. I went with the OE. Pay more because I don't trust aftermarket latches a whole lot, because you never know. They somehow, even though this is skimpy at best, they can probably skimp out another way. I'm not exactly sure. I just felt more comfortable with the original one when it comes to something like this. Longevity wise, not really more of a safety thing, just more longevity wise. And I guess, yeah, it is safety. But this is an original Toyota part that came out of this car, and it failed because of this motor. Now, these motors are used in everything from AC actuators, blend door actuators, you name it, these are used in automotive, even door locks and things like that. Problem with this that I have is the fact that these used to be made out of all metal, and now they put a plastic cap on there. It's probably not dissipating the heat as well, causing it to fail. For a 50-cent motor is what these cost, and these are usually universal. You could probably buy these on Amazon for couple dollars, but the fact of you being able to open this up to repair it, forget it. You're never going to be able to get in there without tearing it apart and breaking it. It's almost impossible. So, you know, that just goes to show you, $450 for garbage. Yeah, guys, it's a sad, sad state of automotive. Field, parts, everything is just getting worse, you know. But I just wanted to make this video and share my thoughts on this because it struck a nerve. Now, I've made videos about stuff being cheap. I don't want to sound like I'm being redundant here, but I don't know. This one just struck a chord because I wasn't expecting it to be all plastic like that, even though I kind of knew it was. I guess seeing it is different from knowing it. Like, if you visualize it in your head is one thing, but to have it in front of you and see it, I guess it strikes a different nerve. And that's what happened here today. So, you know, it is what it is. I just want to make this video and kind of just get the emotion, or not even emotion, just kind of de-stress, share my thoughts and feelings on this. We're getting ripped off for plastic, and the whole point of plastics being used to make cars lighter, so gas mileage, you know, goes up, which, yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I don't mind sacrificing MPG for a more solid car. Just my take. A lot of you may disagree. A lot of you may say, I want my MPGs to be sky high. I've been doing this for many years. You can only get an internal combustion engine to run so well and get so much miles per gallon, you know, and eventually loses efficiency. And since we've already achieved that efficiency peak with most modern engines, the next best thing is to just lighten up chassis and any single part that you can make out of plastic. If you can, we make it out of plastic, like intake manifolds, you know, door latches, you know, pretty much everything, almost everything is plastic. I was talking to a recycling person at my local pick and pull, and he was telling me that most of the cars nowadays, like the scrap value is down because they're lighter and there's more plastics being used in cars, even, you know, more aluminum. But aluminum is still valuable, but I think he said something to the tune of like 40 to 50% of the car, maybe even more, is plastic. So go figure. But I'm gonna leave it at that. I just want to share my thoughts on this and you know, leave it on that. So with that said, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Like always, comment, like, and subscribe. It helps the video, you know, spread out there and helps the channel grow. And I will catch everyone on the next video.